get into it. I restarted this video like 3 times. Anyway, okay, the con episode 3. This is going to be an even shorter video than last week. It's the theme of this week is the college bribery scheme. And I'm just like, okay. I really feel like this show with episode 1 started on a really high note for me. But ever since then, I'm like, like, it was interesting. It was interesting. So this week's episode was about Rick Singer. He's a scammer. It's the college bribery scandal. They called it Operation Varsity Blues or something. I don't know. But the point of it is this guy named Rick Singer, he's a scammer. He's a scam artist. He wasn't making enough money working legitimately as a coach, a collegiate coach, girl. Like an academic coach. He was doing this. I didn't know he was doing this. So he was doing this between 2011 and 2018. And what he would basically do, you've probably heard of this already. This is the guy who went around to various rich parents and was like, do you want to bribe your child's way into a college? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. That's this guy. That's this case. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you telling me that ABC did not do a whole docu infotainment hour-long special on this already? You're telling me you're slipping this into this series that was supposed to be about... I thought it was going to be never before heard of cases, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay, so the first people they talk about is Aunt Becky and Olivia Jade. Aunt Becky did the fake rowing pictures. Basically the rundown of the scam is, like I said, he goes to rich parents and was like, do you want to bribe your kid's way into school? So they would get together fake SAT scores, fake ACT scores, fake extracurriculars like rowing for Olivia Jade, fake bribes, real bribes to coaches, so they overlook the fake rowing ability. Oh my gosh. There is one thing that is really triggered me, because I still work with kids with disabilities. Fake learning disabilities. And he calls them a learning difference. I'm like, girl, when euphemisms go wrong. I hate it. I hate it. And this is so stupid. And none of this would have been found out. If another con artist who was getting arrested didn't go, well, you think my con is bad? If you give me a little lighter sentence, I'll tell you about some real bad stuff. And that's how he ended up getting caught. If someone else snitched and tipped off the FBI got a warrant to tap his phones, and then you have the rest is history. And this is the thing that bothers me. So that's the whole con. We're 3 minutes in, and that's the whole con. That's the whole situation. So the thing that really bothers me is you have wealthy parents whose kids can do anything. They can do anything in the world. Like, they don't need a degree. Like, what people won't say is if you have a certain amount of money, you don't need a degree. You can start your own business. You can do whatever you want to do. You can start your own business. You can travel the world. You can just live off of doing the stock market investments. Like, you could just live a normal life if they just gave their kids, because these parents are paying anywhere between $50,000 to $200,000. Just give Olivia Jade the $75,000. Like, what is the problem? Like, just give her the $50,000. Give her the money to invest in her YouTube channel and her small business. Just give her the money. Just give her the money and leave everybody else alone. Like, what do you... For $50,000, you could pay for people to come to your child's house and just tutor them in higher education stuff. And just like, they don't have to step foot in a school. If you have hundreds of thousands of dollars to throw away on a scam. I can't. It's just so stupid to me. It just shows how small-minded and ignorant they are, even though these are wealthy people with so much money. It's just so stupid. Um, and it's just like the lack of morals. So this one guy paid for his daughter to have a fake learning difference, not a learning disability, a learning difference. So she could take a test in a different place. And when she gets to take this test in a different place, then they can cheat easier, basically, in essence. Um, and and on top of everything, these rich people were giving money to this guy to scam and bribe their way into these schools. And on top of it all, they were writing these 50,000, 75,000 lump sums of money. They were writing it off on their taxes, meaning that they didn't have to pay taxes on that money. Like he was putting it into a fake charity. And it's like, really? It's truly disgusting. It's truly disgusting. And it's just like, to me, the real story here is, because we all know the story. The real story here is this hurts real kids with disabilities. Real kids with disabilities are just out here struggling. They need that facility that's away from everybody. They need that chance. Like, they need that chance to take the test without distraction. They need that. And for you, you're playing with it like it's a pawn. It's a joke. It's a game to you. It's just another little thing. And it's all about ego. And they reference this a lot. Because like I said, your child doesn't have to go to college. If you were just satisfied, if you just loved your child enough to be like, I don't care what people think. I want you to be happy. I want you to live the life of your dreams. You don't have to fit into the perfect narrative of what my dream of a dream daughter or dream son is. You follow your freaking path. If they would just do that and give their kids the money and support them, that this whole thing would have been null and void. Like, we wouldn't have had this whole situation. But no. They're doing this to just say, she just wanted to be able, Aunt Becky just wanted to say that my daughter Olivia goes to USC. Ooh. I'm like, are you, like, really? She's literally, and you can tell that these values, if you really, and here's the next thing, if you really valued education, I'm getting on a soapbox. If you really valued education, your daughter wouldn't sit on her social media platforms and say, I don't care about school, but mom wants me to go. Like, like, it's not the normal teenage thing. It's not because you think like, oh, teenagers don't care about school, but it's like, it's not that. She really doesn't give a F about school. She really didn't try. And it's like, how dare you? Like, your daughter really didn't try. Like, she really didn't want to go. She really saw no purpose in it because she's the same generation as me, who's like, if you don't need a degree and you can just get a job, start your own business and live your life, then do that. And she was like feeling like that. She really didn't care. She really didn't value it. She really didn't see. It's not even like some of these young stars who come out here and they have money from their career. A lot of them are like, well, I want to get a degree anyway because I just value the idea that I just want to learn more. I want to educate myself, and I value that. And it's just like, if she doesn't value that, if she just values like life experience and she values just being independent and having her own business, we all have different values. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't raise her to care about education like that. You didn't raise her to value book smarts. So now you're going to push her into this? I can't. It's just, why? Because you want to be able to say that you sent her to that school. She doesn't care. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It just pisses me off. And then obviously the actual students that deserve to go to these schools that actually worked hard in rowing, I like spittle on my chin. I'm so serious. The kids that worked hard and could do rowing, could do basketball, could ace their SAT and SAT. They're sitting at home wishing and dreaming and hoping for scholarships. You're spending more money than it even takes to go to these schools just to get the clout that your child was accepted. I'm like grown. I said like this is the most least interesting, but I'm like I didn't realize I was gonna get this hyped again about it. Because of course we were all hyped the first time we heard of the scandal, right? Like this, but this has been out for like several months. Has it been a whole year already? This has been out for a while. Anyway, then the next thing that this person hurts is degree inflation. Because you're paying for this degree for your child. And next thing you know, everyone with a bachelor's degree, well, everyone has a bachelor's degree now. Bachelor's degrees aren't as valuable. So now go get your master's, like I'm doing. But it's just like, now go get your master's. I'm just like, I hate it. I hate this. This whole degree inflation. So now you need a master's. You need another certification. And you need a, girl, get out of my face. And then the last thing I wrote down was, it hurts. I put OJ for Olivia Jade. And I already discussed how it hurts Olivia Jade. Now Olivia Jade, people are looking at her like she's a horrible person. They're looking at her because they have resentment. They have resentment towards, she's been given every opportunity of life. But this has hurt her, and she really had no idea. And like before I saw this, I thought like the kids know. They know. Those rich a-holes, those kids know. I would know what my parents were doing. La la la. She really didn't know. And they like show like they really didn't know. And they, because on the phone with the FBI wiretaps, they recorded parents going like, I don't want my daughter to know I'm doing this to her. Are you serious? I don't want my daughter to know, but she doesn't have to know, right? She doesn't have to know. They don't have to know this, right? They were hiding it from the kids. They really were hiding it from the kids. I do believe that now. And this, it not only hurts all of the thousands and dozens, millions of kids out there who are competing against wealthy kids, who already could have the best tutors, who already could go to the best private schools, who already don't have to think about where am I going to sleep, what am I going to eat, who already get to wear all the coolest clothes, go to all the biggest, coolest parties, just like everything from social to basic necessities. These kids have everything they need. And now it's like, you know, they have to, they can't even go to the school. They have to work so hard. Girl, and they're taking the place of other kids. I'm just rambling. I'm repeating myself. And it's just like, if she would have just been proud of her daughter for taking initiative and just becoming, and there's so much backlash towards influencers or whatever, but if she would have just been proud of her daughter, I think that's all Olivia Jade wanted. That's why she was going, because she didn't want her mom to be mad at her, and she wanted her mom to be proud of her. If her mom would have looked her in the face, said, I'm proud of you. You started your own channel. You're doing collabs with brands. Now it's hurting her. Now it's hurting her YouTube career, because she'll always have this stain on her. And it's crazy to me. It's like, you're hurting your own children. And then it's Felicity Huffman. Felicity Huffman, which I didn't know had a mommy blog. She had a mom blog telling other moms, this is what we should do. Well, she had a mommy blog that was, okay, to be fair, she had a mom blog that was about just be good enough. Just be a good mom. You don't have to be the best mom in the world. She's like, take pressure off yourself. Don't take that much pressure off yourself, Felicity. Get yourself together. That's, and like their jail time, their sentence was trash. Like one of them got a week, one of them got a month. I mean, it was trash. I mean, it really, and what's his name hasn't been sentenced yet because they're not done filing charges against all the dozens of parents that did this. I'm done. That's all. That's all for the con this week.